Hello, good morning. Everybody is in class now. If you are not, if you are not on Zoom, automatically you have been directed to YouTube. So stop all this what you are saying. I was the one that told you that you should tell you people because you joined before me. I could not enter that. At least 10 people should go out so that I can enter. If I don't enter, nothing will the class will not hold. So please, you need to be civil. Don't be talking as if you are in a marketplace. Thank you. Hello, Ruth, are you hearing me now? Ruth?
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, there is no echo from anywhere again.
Yes,
so that I can start. Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
There is still echo at the background.
Yes, I can hear you, ma'am.
I don't know where the echo is coming from. Hello, are you hearing me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
There is no
hear you,
echo at the
ma'am.
background. Is there any echo at the background?
No, ma'am.
No.
Okay, thank you. We can go. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning,
Okay,
ma'am.
thank you. You can mute your microphone now so that we start. So what we want to look at today, is a way of revision. Remember that your question will be exam will be CBT based. So, and I discovered that some of you, maybe some that did not come to class on time or whatever, that you do not know the aspect of calculation. So that's what we want to do this morning. So, and the calculation we want to look at, we are starting from the theory of consumer behavior. Theory of consumer behavior. That's where we are coming from. We want to look at today. So, can somebody tell me define utility? Utility for me. Who can help us? Utility. What is utility? What is utility? Yes, what is utility?
Good morning, ma. My name is Favor NS.
Okay. What is utility?
Utility is the satisfaction derived from the goods consumed.
Okay. Is it satisfaction derived from the consumption of goods and services at a given period of time. In economics, we value time. So you need to be putting at a given period of time so that we know that there is a particular time. What I consume around, this is to 9, around 9 o'clock now will be different from maybe what I will consume maybe around 12 or 1 p.m. So that's why in economics we value time. You should put at the given period of time. So that is the utility. So, you know, in a physical science, they believe that they can measure behavior of animals. That's why they have laboratories. They have laboratories where they can cut animals. They want to check something, this and that. Even those that in College of Medicine, when they, I think in their year 3, they call one room cassava. So they go there, dead bodies that are not claimed, maybe by accident, nobody claimed them. So they cut them. They may start from the finger to know how many muscles, how many tissues are in one finger. So they cut it. But you know, they cannot carry Dr. Deleye date when I'm still alive to go and do that one for me. Yes. So, but economics is a social science. We study our behavior. Now, when we are talking of consumer behavior, we are looking at how I and you will react when prices of goods and services we consume, when they change. So that's the meaning of a consumer behavior. And how we measure it is what we call utility. That measures satisfaction. That is the utility. And utility, we have 2 approaches to utility. We have cardinal approach and an ordinal approach. Under the cardinal approach believes that my reaction, my satisfaction can be measured, that you can calculate it. For instance, now, I've taken water this morning. So how will you be able to measure it? If I'm satisfied or not? That cardinal approach believes that I'm a rational human being, that my number 6 is correct, that they can measure it. But when I'm not in a physical science, what will you put in my body or in my throat to measure, to know that I'm satisfied? That's the flaw, the criticism of a cardinal approach. The other approach is ordinal approach. This one was brought about by the Edgeworth. He said that no, you can only rank, that you cannot measure. That what you do now is you rank my satisfaction in the consumption of 2 goods at the same time. That the combination of 2 goods. So that is where we have the indifferent curve. Under the indifferent curve combines 2 goods together. Goods
Good morning, ma.
X
Sorry, we
and
can't hear you,
Y.
ma.
You are not hearing me.
We can hear you, ma. We can hear you, ma. Please go on.
It's not loud, ma. We can't hear you clearly, ma. It's not loud.
Okay. Thank you. Let me try and adjust. Let me adjust the volume. Is it better now? Is it better now?
Yes,
ma.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Show you.
It's better.
So now, please mute yourself so that we can join the class. So that combination of 2 goods, Coca-Cola and Fanta, we now combine them together. That is why we say that an indifferent curve slows downward from left to right. An indifferent curve slopes, CBT question, upward, downward. Which one is correct? Downward, from left to right. Another option may be that from right to left, but the correct one is a slopes downward from left to right. That is an indifferent curve. Now, so nowadays now, we cannot say that because in reality, it is the ordinal approach we use that we should not know about cardinal. We know about cardinal in theory, but the one that is reasonable, that is plausible, that is real, is the ordinal approach, where we use indifferent curve analysis to measure. Now, there are some concepts under consumers' behavior, this utility. We have total utility, we have marginal utility. Total utility is the summation of the satisfaction that you get from the consumption of many goods at different points in time. 8 o'clock, the satisfaction you get. 9 o'clock, the satisfaction you get. 10 o'clock, the satisfaction you get. Then when you add everything, you get total utility. The marginal utility, pay attention. Marginal utility is the extra satisfaction a consumer gets from the consumption of an extra unit of goods and services. The extra satisfaction you get. Now, for instance, Ruth likes lacasera. This morning, around 7 a.m., Ruth took 3 bottles of lacasera, and her utility was a 60. But by 8 o'clock, Ruth is not satisfied. She's not satisfied. She wants more of lacasera. What did she do? She said, let me get another bottle and consume. And when she consumed, her total utility, 70. So now how do we get the marginal utility? The marginal utility now will be the utility from the present minus the utility from the previous. Marginal utility from the present minus the, total utility from the present minus total utility from the previous. Now, who can tell me which one is the present? Yes, anyone? Which one is the present?
70.
The last
70,
one she took.
70. Then which one is the previous?
60.
The previous is the total utility.
So now, how do we get marginal? Marginal now is the present minus the previous. The present was 70 minus the present 60. So 70 minus 60 is what?
It's 10.
That is marginal utility. So if I ask you that you should calculate marginal utility, it's not a difficult thing. You may have up to 10 units and that you have to calculate marginal utility. It's just to add. If I say that, okay, under unit 3, calculate the marginal utility of unit 3. What you need to do now is the total utility of unit 3 minus the total utility of unit 2 will give you marginal utility of unit 3. That's just it. That is just it. So what is the calculation? Is the calculation the calculation I wanted to show with you, but my system is malfunctioning because I've tabulated that we are going to calculate it maybe next class. So it's not opening now for me to be able to show you. So there is no big deal. Now, let me give you another scenario. Unit 4, total utility of unit 4 is a 200. Total utility of unit 5. Okay, let's start again. Total utility of unit 4 is a 200. Total utility of unit 5 is 250. So what is the marginal utility of unit 5? Who wants to answer?
Okay, marginal, ma.
Yes.
The marginal utility of unit 5 is 50, ma.
The answer is 50.
50, thank you. So
Yes,
it's that
50, ma.
total utility of unit 5
Is
minus
50.
total utility of
With
unit
lots of
4. So
Sorry.
250 minus 200 is 50.
Yes,
I think you get it. So that is how to get the marginal utility. Ruth, are you with your module there? Maybe if you are with your module, you can open.
Yes, I'm with my
And
module.
Just let us see. Can I give you opportunity to share? You'll not be able to share now because we are streaming it on YouTube. So you can just read it for. So read it for us. Tell us the how many units do we how many number do we have, and then the unit. So we are going to, as we are saying it, I will be writing it down so that we know.
Under table 2, ma.
Okay. Yes.
Under
For number
table
1.
2, that's
Yes.
table 2.1. That's total and marginal utility schedule.
Okay. Yes.
We have quantity of bread, total utility, and marginal utility. So for number 1, we have on 1 we have 25 for total utility.
Okay, don't tell us the marginal utility. Then 2 total utility.
2 total utility is 29.
Okay, 3.
32.
Okay. 4.
34.
I'm writing. You too, you should be writing because we are going to fill the marginal utility. 5.
5 is 35.
Okay. 6.
35.
Okay. 7.
There's no 7, there is 1 to 6, ma.
Okay, I believe everybody you have written. So we want to fill the marginal utility now. So what's the marginal utility of number 1 is always dash. That's in theory, because there is no one preceding unit 1. So unit 2 now. Now, please, I want all the ladies, the beautiful ladies, not to answer now. I want to focus my attention on guys because I know they have not been active in my class. So guys, get ready. You are the one that will calculate the marginal utility.
Sorry, ma.
Yes.
Please, can you come with the number again? Sorry.
Okay. Total unit 1, total utility 25. Unit 2, total utility 29. Unit 3. Okay, let me start. We are looking at total utility. Unit 1, 25. Unit 2, 29. Unit 3, 32. Unit 4, 34. Unit 5, 35. Unit 6, 35. So guys, are you ready?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
You say,
I
unit 6 is 35 and unit 5 is 35, ma. Are they the same?
Yes, there's something we want to look at from there. Yes.
Okay,
so
ma.
please, if somebody is answering the question, do not interrupt, just keep quiet. Let's hear one person at a time.
Okay, ma.
So what is the marginal utility of unit 2? Who wants to help us? Yes.
4.
4. How did you get 4? How did you get 4?
29 minus 25.
Total utility 2 minus total utility.
That's 29 minus 25.
It's 3, ma.
I said ladies. Ladies should not talk. Let's
It's
allow
20,
guys.
It's 3, ma. 3.
it's 4. 29 minus 25.
It's 4, ma. It's 4. 29 minus 25.
The answer is 4, ma. The answer is 4, ma.
Thank you. So those of you that you are spoken,
The answer is
don't
4, ma.
speak again. That's okay. Don't speak again. Give another people an opportunity. But beautiful ladies do not talk. Hello?
Okay, ma.
Okay. Now, those of you that you have spoken, just keep mute. Don't talk again. Let us give others opportunity. I want to make sure that you understand this thing once and so we are looking at unit 3. What is the marginal utility?
7, ma.
No.
3, ma.
3, ma.
7.
Oh, yeah.
3.
Just gonna
Hello. Ruth, can you note the matric number of those ladies that are interrupting my class? I said that ladies should keep quiet. That you understand this thing. Don't talk. Let's give guys opportunity. Write down the matric number of all those ladies that are talking. Ladies, keep quiet. Let's help the guys.
Okay, ma'am.
So now, for unit 3, what is the marginal utility of 3?
3, ma. 3, ma.
Yes.
32 minus 29.
Minus 29. Yes, ma.
Yes.
Okay, all of you that you have spoken now, keep mute. Give others opportunity to talk. I want everybody to understand. Now we are looking at we want to check the marginal utility of a unit 4. So who can tell us the marginal utility?
2, ma. 2,
ma. Marginal utility of unit 4 is 2.
So 34 minus 32. So thank you. Now, the marginal, those of you that you have answered now, keep quiet. Give others opportunity to talk. Marginal utility of unit 5.
1, ma. 1, ma.
It's 1. It's 1. It's 1.
1, ma. 1.
35 minus 34.
It's 1.
1.
Marginal utility of a unit 6 is what?
0.
0.
Thank you very much. You now understand. So in exam or maybe your LMS test, whatever, I discussed with your e-tutor yesterday. She said that she has been interacting with you on LMS.
Yes, sir.
So please, she's the one that will give you. She will give you many short tests and assignments. So now somebody asked me the other time that why I see that total utility in unit 5 we have 35. Total utility in unit 6 we have 35 also. Yes. Now, if you look at look at that unit 5. That unit 5 is where we say point of satiety. Note it down. Point of satiety. SATIETY. Point of satiety is a point of satiety. Now, Ruth is now satisfied. She has consumed a lot of lacasera. She does not want anyone again. So that's why the total utility is a 1 here. And number 6, you know, it's 35. So even if Dr. Deleye should give her free, she can just consume it, but no, there is no satisfaction. That is where we have 0. She has she's tired of consuming lacasera. That is why her marginal satisfaction is 0. So that unit 5 is what we call point of satiation. Point of satiety. That's why we call it point of satiety. Now you can see the relationship between total utility and marginal utility. Pay attention. When I say pay attention, it's very important. The relationship between the two of them now, you can see that where total utility is at maximum, what happened to marginal utility? Marginal utility is 0. So where total utility is at maximum, marginal utility is 0. Now let's assume that we have unit 7, and unit 7 is 33. So what is the marginal utility?
It's online. They are doing it now.
Can you see? Are you hearing your people? And at the end of the day, you want me to send you the recording? I can't send it because these people are behaving as if they are market women. And I've told you, once you are in my class, you should mute your microphone. You can be in the market doing your transaction. We don't want to know. But don't disturb our class. So Ruth and Co, I'm not going to send the recording to you. Because that's it. Because I say that you should behave like you are in a civilized country. Not that you should be behaving as if you are in the village. Even village people, they behave very well. As I'm talking from Taylor, wherever you may be, anywhere, we don't want to know. That's why I say that don't show your video. Mute yourself so that you don't distract our. I'm not going to send the recording to be root, so don't ask me for it. So now back to unit 7, where total utility is 33. Total utility is 33. What is marginal utility? Marginal utility now is 33 minus 35. That is minus 2. Yes. Minus 2. So what is the relationship now between total utility and marginal utility? It means that when total utility is at maximum, marginal utility is what? Is 0. Note it. Note it. When total utility is at maximum, marginal utility is 0. And then when total utility starts to decline, look at it from 35 to 33. When total utility starts to decline, marginal utility is negative. Minus 2 is negative. It's negative. It's negative. Pay attention. Another relationship. Once you know this relationship, by the time we go to the calculation of a theory of production, where we consider marginal products, average products, marginal products, it is the same principle. So that's why that today now we are not going to another topic. That I want you to get this once and for all and get it. Now, look at it. You can see that total utility is increasing, isn't it? 25, 29, 32, 35, 34, 35. Are you getting me now? So as marginal utility is increasing, when total utility gets to the maximum, marginal utility is 0. That's one relationship. Then when total utility start to decline, decreasing, marginal utility is negative. It's negative. It's negative. Now, and when we talk about the law of marginal, the law of diminishing marginal utility, the law of diminishing marginal
bring your plates. Let me see.
See, woman, wanting to share food for her children. So now let's look at, write it down.
Sorry, man, you're saying something of the law of
the law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility. Now let's look at the column of marginal utility. You can see the unit 1 is dash, unit 2 is 4, unit 3 is 3, unit 4 is 2, unit 5 is 1, unit 6 is 0. This is what we call the law of diminishing marginal utility. You can see now it's declining from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1 to 0 to negative. So this is the meaning of the law of diminishing marginal utility. Another name for diminishing is what? Decreasing, declining. So from this one now, is this one satisfy the law of diminishing marginal utility? Diminishing marginal utility. So I want you to ask your question. If you have any question, ask your question.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Can you hear me? I want to ask my question, ma'am.
Yes, let that guy ask his question.
Ma, you know, we actually use all these numbers to get our marginal utility, talking about 25, 29, 32, 34, 35, 35. So how can we use the result of our marginal utility to get our total utility?
How can you do what?
How can you use the result? How can you use the result of your marginal utility to get your total utility?
2, 4, 5.
Fine.
B2, 4, 5.
It's better. You can use it. When you have Like if I want to ask you in an exam, at least I may give you the one of unit 1. I may jump unit 2. I may jump unit 4 and unit 6. But you can do it now. And then I will give you the one of a marginal utility. You see now as I'm talking, somebody is also talking now. And at the end of the day, Ruth will be asking me to give you the recording. I can't give because this is not the best international practice, best practice internationally. How can we be in a class and I said that everybody mute yourself and you are calling your children to bring plate to come and collect food? I can't send it to. Now, to that questionnaire, what you asked, I told you that I can give you the total utility of unit 1. I may skip 2, give you 3.
O-M. O. 0M. O-M.
S-O-M.
Now, so now, when we want to get the one for, let's say that I give you the total utility of a 5, but the one of 2 I did not give you. But we have the marginal. You know, the reason why you people are doing this one is because my laptop has an issue. I'm using my phone. If not because of that, all these people that are distracted, I will have removed them and report them to Zoom. Now, the questionnaire, listen. Now, let's say that we have the marginal utility of unit 2, which is 4. But the total utility of unit 2 is not given. How will you now give? How you will give now, it will say that 25 plus 4, it will give you 29. 25 plus 4 will give you 29. Is that okay? In fact, that question you ask is an intelligent question. Now, I give you for total utility for unit 3, but I did not give you for unit 4. Now, how will you get it when you have the marginal utility? What you now to do now is since you have the total utility of unit 3, is to now add the marginal utility of unit 4. 32 plus 2, it will give you 34. Is that clear?
Yes,
so
yes,
everybody, do you understand that? How to answer that intelligent question? Do you all understand?
Yes, yes.
So thank you. That guy is intelligent.
No, ma. No, ma.
No, ma.
No, ma.
Okay. We have the total, the marginal utility of unit 4, which is 2. And you have the total utility of unit 3. But I did not give you the total utility of unit 4. So how will you get that unit 4? You will get that unit 4 by adding marginal utility of unit 4, which is 2, plus the total utility of unit 3. 32 plus 2, it will give you 4. 32 plus 2 gives you 4. Do you understand it now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for asking that question. So another question.
Hello, ma. I have a question.
Hello,
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, you said something about the law of diminishing marginality, and
Yes.
when total utility start declining and decreasing, marginal utility does what now?
Okay, that's not what I call the law of diminishing marginal utility. Let me answer that one. Okay, let's keep that one aside. You said that I said that when marginal total utility starts increasing, pay attention. Are you getting me now? As total utility is increasing, marginal utility is decreasing. Pay attention. Then when marginal total utility gets to the maximum, which is 35, marginal utility is 0. That's another relationship. Another one is that when total utility start declining, you can see from 35 to 33, marginal utility is negative, -2. -1 million is minus. Do you understand it now?
Yes.
Now, then the law of diminishing marginal utility is that you can look at the column of marginal utility, it starts declining from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1 to 0. So is that marginal utility declines gradually until it gets to 0, and from 0 to minus. to negative. That's the meaning of a law of diminishing marginal utility. Do you understand? Do you understand that one?
Yes, ma'am.
Please, I have something to ask, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
So any other question?
Yes, sir.
Hello, ma.
Hello.
Good morning, ma.
Yes,
The
good
column
morning.
of marginal utility. Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Okay.
On the
Yes,
column
the
of
column of
marginal
marginal
on the
utility.
column of marginal utility, we have
Okay.
change in total utility over change in X, that which is quantity of bread. So my
Yes,
question now is
okay.
it that we are supposed to divide total utility by X,
No,
being that we
no,
have
no.
been getting it by minusing the
Wait
one
for
in
me.
total utility?
Wait for me. This one now we have done now is what we call arithmetical. But that one is geometrical representation of it. It's a change. You understand? Change in. Are you getting me now? Change in total utility, isn't it? Over change in marginal utility. Is that not what you see there? So that's something like a triangle in economics needs change. It needs change. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So good morning, ma. Please, ma. I have a question, ma.
Let me answer this question. This person, after he's not yet satisfied. So that's fine. You are hearing them, Ruth. So that's fine, like a triangle. In economy, we call it delta. That is change.
Please, ma, can you mute this person?
By the time that we are, maybe when you are, I don't know whether this session we are going to do this thing, mathematics, because in economics, mathematical economics, you do a calculus, the YDS. So that's the meaning of that sign. Do you understand? So by the time when you get to 300 level, you are not going to do this economics again. So because you are not going to do the econometric, the mathematical again. So, but you are still going to do it at your 200 level. Do you understand? So that's why I use this one arithmetically that you can easily understand. So once you get this, that sign, the Y, the S, that's the total utility over the marginal utility. So you'll be given large number that we even like the Pythagoras theorem in mathematics. So don't let me bother you. It's only those in economics that will do that one. You will not do that one. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Ma, I still have a question.
Ma, I have a question. Ma, I have a question.
Okay, ask your question.
Yes, ma. To get the total marginal utility of unit 1, ma, they just wrote dash. That's what I didn't understand, ma.
Yes, that's the theory. You know, in economics, anything we do is based on theory. We say that marginal utility is the consumption of extra, but a root now is only one she has consumed. That's for today, as early as 7 a.m. is only one. So marginal utility for that. You can see in textbook they put dash or they put 0. So it's the same. Okay.
Ma, please, I have something to ask, ma.
Okay, yes, ask your question.
Okay. In regards to this previous total utility you explained, you said assuming unit 4 is not given, 34, and we have unit 2 and unit 3. But how you explained it, I don't really get that, ma. Can you please come again, ma?
Okay, assuming that the total utility, in fact, that person that asked that question, if I have my way, I will give him, is it 10K or so? So because it's like, maybe that's why I say that let's do the revision, because it's an intelligent question and you may see it in exam. So that one is that you are giving the total utility of unit 1. You don't have the one of unit 2, but you have the marginal utility of unit 2. What will you do is just to add the marginal utility of unit 2 to the total utility of a unit 1. That is 25 plus 4. It will give you 29. The one of unit 3, the one of unit 4, you do not have. So what you will do now is to add the marginal utility of unit 4 to the total utility of unit 3. 32 plus 2 gives 4. Do you understand it now?
Yes, ma. Thank you very much, ma.
Okay. Yes.
Good morning, ma.
Another one. This is the likely question that will come out. Those that are not attending my class, and with all these people sharing food for their children, disturbing my class, that I will not send the recording. I know I will see how they will get it. Okay, ask your question.
Hello, ma. Good morning, ma.
Good morning. Yes.
Ma. So, if maybe you want to define the law of marginal utility, can we use the relationship?
Yes.
No, if you are defining, the definition of marginal utility is just to define and explain. That's all. It's only when we ask you that what is the relationship between marginal utility and total utility that you give me about 3 or 4 points.
Okay, ma.
Ma, please help me to explain the law of diminishing marginal utility.
Is there now the law of diminishing marginal utility? If you have written the table that the root gave us, if you look at it, marginal utility for unit 1 is dash, for unit 2 4, unit 3 2, unit 4 2, unit 5 1, unit 6 0, unit 7 minus 2. You can see the meaning of diminishing is decreasing, declining. You can see from unit 2 we have 4 3 2 1 0 minus. Are they not decreasing? Answer me.
Yes, ma'am.
They are decreasing. So that's not diminishing. So,
it means diminishing the marginal utilities.
Yes, that's the theory. It's declining, diminishing. That's it. Is that okay?
Ma, please, ma. Diminishing means decreasing, ma. Right, ma?
Yes. That's the meaning of diminishing.
Okay, thank you, ma.
Okay. Any other question?
Yes,
Ruth, tell your people.
Yes, I have a question, ma.
People in economics department, they are not here. It's like they are having a physical class. Those of you in a biz admin, accounting, and a public admin, tell your people the way they are disturbing my class. I don't appreciate it. If not because of the issue with my laptop, I will have removed them. I'm saying, and I'm not going to send you the recording of this. I'm not going to send you the link of the YouTube.
Ma, public admin are having physical class today.
Okay. So tell them you can be anywhere. We don't know. We don't care. Anywhere you can be in your market. Mute your microphone. Don't disturb us. Okay, that person asked you a question.
Okay, ma'am. I said, is it possible to be giving to ask us to find total utility and marginal utility without giving us the marginal utility?
No. Where will you manufacture them from the moon? No. Will not give you. I can't ask you such a question. What I can do is I can give you the one of unit 1, jump the one of unit 2, go to the one of unit 3, jump the one of unit 4. You understand?
Excuse me, ma'am. You said,
Ma, please, I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Ma, this theory that when total utility start to decline, marginal utility is negative. In a scenario where they give us this total utility, the self-unit is 32. Are we going to do 32 minus 35, which is the fifth unit? So the marginal utility, is it going to be minus 2?
Yes. 33 minus 35 in even ordinary primary school, they know that it is minus. It's not positive. 33, you are owing you have 33 naira and you are owing root 35 naira. So you can only pay 33. So remaining 2. So it means that you are still indebted. You are still going to pay 2. So that's it. It's minus, not positive.
Thank you, ma.
Okay?
Yes, ma.
Another question.
Ma, you said, according to
hello, ma.
Let that lady ask her question. No, that lady ask your question before you guys.
According to explanation, you said cardinal approach. They believe that human satisfaction can be measured.
Yes.
Ordinal approach, it cannot be measured. It can only be ranked. How can it be ranked?
Okay, it can be ranked through the theory of indifference curve. Indifference curve. And we have done it. Indifference curve analysis. Indifference curve analysis. So that is where we have, we have done it before, indifference curve analysis. Indifference curve analysis brings together the ranking of your the ranking of the satisfaction you derive from the consumption of two goods. So you may say that okay, now it is from there now we'll be able to know that you want to consume Pepsi, and at the same time you want to consume Fanta. So if you consume more of Pepsi, you consume less of Fanta, but they will give you the same satisfaction. So it therefore means that you are indifferent, meaning that you are indifferent. You need to believe using all this terminology. You are indifferent, meaning that it's either you consume Pepsi or you consume Fanta. So if you consume Pepsi, it's okay by you. If you consume the other one, it's okay by you. So if anybody, like if you go to a party, they ask you, which one do you want, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? You say I'm indifferent. You are indifferent, mean that you can bring Coke, I will take it. You can bring Pepsi, I will take it, because I believe that the satisfaction I will get from Coca-Cola will still be the one I will get from Pepsi. That's the meaning of the indifference curve. Do you understand? Yes, we've done it before, isn't it? Maybe you were not in class when it was taught.
Hello, ma.
Thank you. Ask your question. Yes. Is that guy? Let that guy.
I want to ask.
No, let that guy. That guy. After that guy, you can ask me.
Good morning. Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
So what I want to ask is, can marginal utility be related to demand? Because from the graph I'm seeing, it has same graphical representation. So I just want to know, is it related to demand? Because normally demand is...
It is from the marginal utility you can get your demand cost.
Okay. Okay, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lady.
Hello, ma.
Good morning.
Ma. Good morning, ma. Ma, please, I want to ask that. What's the other name for law of diminishing marginal utility?
Your internet connection is weak. There is no any other law for it. There's no any other law for it. Or maybe you want to give us another law that you are going to, it will be credited to you 2025. But as at present, there is no any other name for it. Okay.
Hello, ma.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello,
yes.
ma. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I can't hear you.
For this topic, I don't know if the model is available.
What's your department?
Business education.
Ask from roots.
If you are in business administration, the model is on the platform.
She said business.
The model is on the Telegram platform now.
Hello, ma. Good morning, ma.
Yes.
You said business education.
Yes.
So roots. Send it to business education students.
Hello, ma.
I have sent it to work by your class reps.
Okay, thank you.
Please, I have a
Hello?
question.
Hello, ma.
What's your question? What's your question?
Please, mind me to come again in that law of marginal utility, ma.
Law of diminishing marginal utility. Law of diminishing marginal utility.
Okay, I think we have the law of marginal utility.
Nothing like law of marginal utility.
Okay, ma.
Law of diminishing marginal utility.
Yes, I can understand that, but I think we have that one too. Okay, thank you, ma.
Okay. Yes.
Hello,
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good morning, my question is going back to that calculation, the marginal utility and the total utility. On what condition can we have our units as -1, -5, or maybe minus, as in negative? On what condition can we have our marginal utility as negative sign? Maybe we are asked to interpret the result.
It means that Ruth is satisfied. Ruth does not want like Sarah again. If she takes more, she will be vomiting. That's it.
Yes. Okay, it's not the same interpretation. Is it the same interpretation as when we have when the marginal utility is reducing, is diminishing from 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, and the rest? Is it the same
interpretation like that? Ruth is still consuming, but when it gets to negative, she's no longer interested. If she takes any sip like this, she may vomit.
Okay. Thank you, ma.
That means she has reached her point of satiety.
God bless you. That's it. Point of satiety is that word. You see it. Okay. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
The last question now, and then we wrap up so that you go for another class. Yes. Any other one?
Good morning, ma. Good morning, ma.
Yeah. Good morning.
Ma, when you said when the total utility begins to decline, marginal utility is negative. Please, can you break it down a little more? Because I didn't really understand it.
If you look at it from that example that Ruth gave us, when total utility unit 5 was 35, the marginal utility is 1. Unit 6 again. So total utility is still the same thing, 35. So it means that at this point, Ruth is satisfied. You can see marginal utility is 0, that I don't want again. You are just begging me, I'm just managing. I'm not getting any satisfaction from it again. So leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want again. But when it gets to minus now, it's like maybe you tie her hands, her leg, and you are forcing it into her mouth. And as the thing enter her mouth, she just vomits. So that's it. Is that okay?
Okay, so ma, so after it has gotten to that 35, so any other total utility that is coming after that is going to be negative.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, ma.
Oh, ma, good afternoon, ma. Good morning, ma. Please, ma, I want to ask a question.
That would be the last question.
I have a question also. Ma, please, I have a question also.
Hello, ma.
Yes,
I have a question, ma.
What's the question?
Ma, I have a question, ma.
What's the question?
Ma, is the law of diminishing marginal utility, is it also the same thing as law of diminishing return?
Yeah. It's the same thing, but that one is under the theory of production.
Okay, ma.
But it's the same principle.
Okay, ma.
Ma, please, I have a question.
That would be the last question. Oh, yeah, fast.
Ma, I've been asking, ma, please, I have a question. I've been shouting.
Ma, please, can I talk?
Yes.
Okay, ma, please, I'm just checking my module and I see the law of diminishing marginal utility. If you check it with this thing, with the
2,000.
Like only our
with the marginal if you check the number and everything, it's as if they are the same. So my question is, did they have any similarity, ma?
I'm not with the module. Root is with the module. Check with the root.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, the
Hello,
next
ma.
person.
Please,
Hello,
hello, ma. Hello, ma.
Ma,
Can I have this
hello,
question?
ma.
Hello,
Hello,
ma.
ma.
Yes.
Good morning.
Hello,
Yes.
ma. Good
Please,
morning.
are there any limitations to the concept of marginal utility, ma?
So I think I gave you the critiques. Go and check the critiques. The critiques. We did it in class.
Okay.
The one of the critiques is say that the marginal utility of money is a constant, but it is not true. If the marginal utility of money is constant, billionaires will not be looking for more money. So it's not true.
Hello, ma. He said after the imaginary after the zero, anyone that come after will be in negative. How do we calculate for those negative? Hello, ma.
That one is over syllabus.
Okay, ma.
Thank you.
Hello, ma.
Okay.
Please,
Hello,
I
ma.
have a question, ma.
Hello, ma. Good morning. Hello.
Ma, I have a question, ma.
Yeah, we have another class, so.